Hi everyone, good morning. I just got home from the gym and just took a shower, obviously, so I am going to get ready for the day, and I wanted to share with you some of the new items I have and some things I've been using. So let me get started. I'm going to use some Origins eye cream. This is the ginseng one. I'm not overwhelmed with this, but it's right here, so it's okay. Nothing to write home about. But definitely you always want to have moisturized under eyes before you try concealers and things like that. So started with that, and then I'm going to use my Veil Primer today from Hourglass. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, and it's been kind of strange. My last two videos I filmed, I used my iPhone, and I had some feedback that it was shaky, so I always appreciate your feedback. This is the Tarte Maracuja Lip Scrub, which I love. And so I'm not using that today. Back to my old tricks with my Sony super old camcorder. But you know what, it works, and I actually got this right before my daughter Azadeh was born, and she'll be 6. So it's not like it's new. I kind of just rub that off on a towel. And then I'm going to use some balm. Let's see, whatever happens to be here. Here's the Josie Maran balm. Or Josie Maran, I don't even know how you say that. I got this in a kit a long time ago. It smells kind of like apples. It's nice. I like the container. Okay, so I had a client Friday, and she and I went over some looks and things with this Pro palette. This is the Lorac Pro To Go palette, so I'm going to use this today. And because I'm going to use that, I'm definitely going to use an eye primer. And I swear by the NARS eye primer. I have every kind you can imagine. I've tried them all. This one doesn't seem to irritate my skin, and that's important. So I really, really like it. I always take it underneath the eyes too. And, you know, for my clients I don't do that with the wand, but on myself I do. It's my own personal one, but okay, so eyes are primed and I'm ready to go. I feel kind of discombobulated this morning. I apologize for that. Here's my Bobbi Brown corrector tinted eye brightener in light to medium peach. I really like this, and my Sephora locally here just started carrying Bobbi Brown, which really thrills me, because I like this for myself. I haven't purchased one for clients yet. I'm still using the pot correctors, but I almost like this better. It's easier to use. I'm going to take the Real Technique setting brush and just sort of buff that in. And then because I have kind of a cold, I have some pretty bad dark circles today, and I'm going to use a little bit more concealer. I'm going to reach for my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's not my favorite, I've talked about that before, but it's okay. You know, it's not my favorite. Okay, so there's the concealer. I am going out of town this week, and I really don't want to break out, so I know this isn't going to break me out, and I've really, really been enjoying it. You can't really tell, but it's actually almost gone. There's like a big pit in the center. It's kind of interesting how that went. But this is the Stay Fabulous, Outlast Stay Fabulous Covergirl foundation. I never dreamed I was going to love a Covergirl foundation, but I do. And it's not pumping out of the pump. Goodness. Alright. Really like this foundation. It's very, very comparable with the Clinique Stay Matte. This is a little bit more yellow, I would say. This is perfectly neutral. This is Classic Ivory. This is Alabaster from Clinique. But it's definitely a product to check out. I'm going to use my FOTD from Sigma. I like this brush, but I really, really love the angled kabuki. Just saying. Okay, so this foundation is really, really easy to work with. And they have a pretty decent color range, I'd say. Just kind of buff that in with this brush. Okay. And then I've been really enjoying this. Didn't know what I'd think of it. This is the Marc Jacobs Powder Perfection Powder in 240 Bisque. And the reason I love this is, of course, it doesn't break me out, which is always a, you know, when you have problem skin, that's important. Oh, before I do that, let me just kind of hide any spots that are left. But I'm not really seeing much, which is nice. That's a pretty good coverage foundation. Yay, Covergirl. Okay. Alright, so the powder I like, again, is from Marc Jacobs, the new line at Sephora. And I like it because it's kind of radiant. It's not super matte. And I like the way it feels, and I like the way it looks. So it's a win-win. I think going into fall, when my skin is less oily, this is going to be absolutely perfect. By the way, this is the Sephora 55 brush. I've decided in my brush collection that this very well may be my very favorite brush, and I'll show you why. Alright, so there's the foundation is finished. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. And I'm going to use today the Chocolate Soleil, whoops, if I don't break it in the process, and the 55 brush from Sephora. And I'm just going to kind of contour with it. So I'm not using a lot at all. But I love this bronzer. It's a must-have if you're pale. And then I'm so excited about these. I have two new Dior blushes. And what prompted this purchase was, it was really, what do you call that? Impromptu, but impulse buys. But I got Strawberry Sorbet and Sugar and Spice. And I couldn't decide because I thought they were both so pretty. Today I'm going to use Strawberry Sorbet. And again, the 55 brush. I think you're seeing a theme here. And this is such a pretty natural pink color. It lasted all day yesterday when I used it, and I really, really like it. These are expensive, but it takes me a really long time to go through a blush, and I think it's worth it. So I'm just going to buff that in a little bit. Now I'm going to take the same brush, again, I love this brush, and a illuminating, this is the Estee Lauder highlighter in Heat Wave. And I'm going to just take it right to the cheekbones and right there on the Cupid's bow. And that's it. Easy, all one brush. I'm traveling this week. I'm going to Montana. I have two of this brush. I'm going to bring them both so I can wash them in the sink, which I don't always do at home. I usually like to use alcohol, and have it ready to go for the whole weekend. I really, really love that brush, and it's really become my favorite. A runner-up would be, I really love the Hourglass foundation brush, but I don't have that up here. So, alright. So I'm going to show you how I am going to wear the Lorac Pro To Go on my eyes. So let me just zoom in a little bit, a lot bit. And I'm going to grab some brushes and tell you all about it. So I really like this palette. The colors are really pretty. There's a lot of sparkle to a couple of them, and then this is a good highlighter, and this is a great brow bone color for me. So I'm just going to start with Ivory. That's the whiter color. Just take it all over. Because I have some darkness on my lids. You don't have to do this, but for me today it makes sense. And then next I'm going to take Spice, which is the chocolatey color with the shimmer. This has a little bit of fallout, so if you have this palette, be careful. And I'm using the Lay Down Shadow Brush, so what's called Base Shadow Brush, from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take this onto the lid today. going to leave the inner quarter of the eyelid alone. And this is obviously going to be kind of a smoky look. Okay, so that's how that's looking. If you wonder where I'm looking just beyond you at the mirror behind the camera. Then I'm going to take the Sigma E25 blending brush and the purple color in the palette, Aubergine, and take this into the crease and the outer V. I like to do this with my eye open so I sort of see where the color is going when my eyes are open. Then I'm going to shut it and just take it into the outer V. So right there. I'm going to take this up a little further because I think that would be better. And same on the side. Okay. Next I'm going to take a clean blending brush. The one that came in this kit is really, really nice, but I don't have it right up here. So I do have that one though. Not sure what happened to that. I'm going to take a similar brush. This is a 217 and just blend so that there's no harsh line. Okay. Then I'm going to take a tiny brush, any one will do. This is the one I happen to have available. It's a MAC 208, but Real Techniques makes a great one. And the color Spice, and I'm just going to take that under the lower lash line, like right here. Alright, just connect the color right there. And that's how that's starting to shape up. I'm going to take this 217 from MAC again and the ivory color and just really be sure I got the highlighter up there near the eyebrows. And then I'm going to take the same tiny brush, I'm just going to wipe it off on a rag, and the color Rose, which is the nude shimmer in this palette, and just take that right here in the inner tear duct area. So this is a really easy smoky eye look. It doesn't take a lot of brushes and it doesn't take a million products, so it's pretty simple. Then I'm going to take a black liner. Any will do, but this happens to be MAC Feline, of course. It's my favorite. And I'm going to waterline. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit the upper lash line. Okay, I'm just going to smooth that over with the same small brush so there's no harshness. After all, it is daytime. Okay, excuse me. Then I'm going to fill in my brows. I like this brow cake. This is the Illamasqua, but I really do prefer a powder brow product, whether it's the Jordana one, which I really like, or the Anastasia one is nice. It doesn't really matter. Even a matte eyeshadow is good. Anything close to your hair color, but a little lighter. Okay. I've been trying out this new mascara. I'm not really sure what I think of it, but it's the Covergirl Flamed Out Mascara. It's got a strange, kind of a strange wand, but whatever, it's okay. It's one of the easiest I've ever used that, to wash off. Very simple. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my lip color and call it a day. Alright, so I'm going to line my lips with a nude pencil. I really like this Too Faced one in Perfect Nude. And kids are loud today. Alright, and then I'm going to use a new lip color that I really, really like, but I think I hate the container. So it's kind of random. It's a Bare Minerals color I picked up on Friday at Sephora. And this is how you open it. It's really stupid. So there's this lever thing, and you have to push it up, and then the lipstick comes out. The color is beautiful. It's called Be Free, which I like. And it feels really good on the lips. But I don't care. It's got like a minty vanilla scent. I really like that. But it doesn't shut easily. So you kind of go, oh, is it shut? No, you have to really like push it in until it clicks. Not sure what I think about this. Let me know your opinions. It's okay, but it's not my favorite container. And then I'm going to top that with, oh, I love this gloss. I always forget about this. This is a Clarins gloss in Nude. It's really pretty. And that's my look of the day. I hope that was helpful and fun. I love requests. This was requested, so if you ever have a request, let me know. I do have a little giveaway coming up. I haven't posted what it is yet, but I don't think you'll be surprised when you see it. So have a wonderful day. Let me know your thoughts on this look and if you have any questions. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.